Wouldn't be a stream if I was ready to go. Checking to see if like Project Zomboid was picking up sound, but I don't know. Ooch. Up. This should thing I hate about restream. This should not be the title for this live, and yet it is. I declare. Yeah. Okay. Who's watching? Poor soul. Noel. No, go back. Furious lag happened. Hello, Hellfire. I need to pull up webs. I like Restream because it will let me stream to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. And if I paid for the account, it would let me stream to more locations. But the problem is it never updates the information of the various streams currently. And because I'm pretty sure I corrected it. Bitch. Whatever. Well, you really can just be a chick on freaking Twitch and just kind of like hang out with your boobs, right? I mean, more power to you, but I just a little. I hate you. I just did all of this. And now it's like, prove to us that you're a person. I am a person. I just logged. You know what? That's the fun of messing in. Very limited. I don't know if you guys could hear. What I need to sit down and do, that I haven't done, is I need to sit down and actually learn how to use it. I just don't know. And I just don't take the time to learn, and it shows. It makes for. And I apologize. It does. Different title here. Oh, it is not. Kind of doesn't give me faith. Restream. I'm so sorry, guys. A big old bowl. Yeah, I don't know why there's a lag. I don't know. I don't have a lot of stuff running. Maybe I do, and I just don't. I mean, I have to have OBS running. There's that. I've got all the titles correct now. Like I said, a lot of things I need. But anyway, right, there's David. It has a trowel. I want to try to put the chat in here, but I don't know where I will put it that it won't, like, I don't know where to put the chat onto the screen so that you can actually see it, but that it won't, like, complicate the layout. So we're just gonna go with this how it is. I can see everybody on my phone right now. I guess here. Here we go. So, alright, let's pretend like I started on time. Hello Hellfire. Hello Saucy Buns. Hello Hellfire and Saucy Buns. I might end up having to turn my AC on here. I opened my window because it was raining, and it's still sprinkling, but it's also very humid. So if, like, at some point you hear slightly metallic noise start. DAC. Alright, anyway. We are playing Project Zomboid. Oh, wow. Needs are like really shit. Hungry, bored, I'm sad, pain is all jacked up for some. Guys, I'm so. Anyway, the whole point of this is going to be. There, now you have the entire screen. Oh. So weird. This is not what it normally. Anyway. Don't you like? Anyway, this is Noelle. Noelle had a last name. I don't know where it is. I started them off as a park ranger only because there's no archaeology template, but then I went in and... Oh, good, we're gaining weight. Excellent. But then we went in and added some stuff to Noelle that I just think you would have as an archaeologist. Oh, training materials. And then, like, I've started reading a bunch of stuff, too, to kind of build the character up. I have played her for a few days, just because... A few game days. Just because I needed to build up a crew and everything and just kind of build the character. So... That's not... Oh, so we've got... Anyway, she's got some other things on here. She's got Eagle-Eyed. I gave her Fast Learner. I gave her Former Scout, Herbalist, Hiker, for obvious reasons. I gave this Handy. I also gave her Thick Skin. And I let her be a cook. Sewer. I don't know what the needle has to do with being dexterous, but she's got Dexterity, Fast Reader, Outdoorsman, Iron Gut, because trust me. I gave her Brave and First Aid and Resilient, just because the goal of this is not to see how quickly we can die. The goal is to actually explore the world in kind of an archaeological way, doing like a survey-style exploration of it. So, as you can see, she's got a bunch of skills, and I've already read the books for these skills that she didn't start with, so if and when we finally do get around to learning these, we'll get a bonus as we go. Trapping and foraging are pretty high. Trapping, I've met archaeologists that knew how to, like, do snare trapping and that kind of stuff, and I've met a lot of archaeologists who are hunters, so it's not that far-fetched, but I lied. I gotta turn it wrong. They need a setting on air conditioners that just like pulls the moisture out of the air and doesn't necessarily cool it down. It's not hot, it's just sticky. Anyway, I gave her no, did she gain maintenance on her own? Some reason you get maintenance while you're doing combat. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I think it means that, like, you've learned how to not break your weapon while you're beating zombies down. I did not give her any fitness or strength bonuses other than what she got with her career. So... Soup wasn't there. Here's our map. Where'd it go? So I did start off with having the entire map revealed, but we haven't explored. All you can see where we've explored, and it's basically where the bright white line is. So, and then I can write symbols and stuff down. Did it take my symbols? Where are my symbols? I've written some. I'm not sure. Nope. I thought I wrote some stuff down. Yeah, there's like some... Yeah, there we go. I think I spelled barracks wrong, but it is what it is. There was some interesting structures over here. And that barracks there was another one on the map. I think these guys over here. But this is just the stuff I was exploring while I was trying to... We moved from this tiny little area. This is where we ended up starting. Go back and check and see what that is there. And now we're over here. What town we're in. So one of the things I need to do, I got a lot of things I need to do. But one of the things I need to do is do some real world research to see if... Those are our bases. To see what city I'm in, or what little town I'm in right here. And then I need to see if they're real world locations, right? And then these are all the survivors I have found. I'm using a mod that allows for NPC survivors, and I've basically just been collecting people as I go. This is our key to tell us what the different colors on the map mean. It doesn't tell me what they are, it just tells me what category they fall under. So that's just the toggle excuse me, that's just the toggle the thing on it. And that's to show me the symbols and stuff. So just orient it north. Is that what's going on? I don't have a north arrow. Probably draw one on. So normally in a survey like this, I need to character before. Normally in a survey style like this, you would have a map like that. You would set up a grid, and then you'd work your way on that grid. And I thought I had some. It'll teach me to. Here's my. I also have some pretty, like, I think they're funny little things set up for myself, like. There it is. Like my crew all have high-vis vests. Most of them have little hard hats. They're all fighting with shovels and or pickaxes. Am I in pain? Got too much. So if you're ever wondering, archaeologists. That's why that guy's walking around with a trowel, apparently. Where he found that trowel. These are all skill books. They don't actually have anything to do with anything. I have salad. Oh, I have shortbread. I also have a real world sandwich that I be nibbling on as we go. Got my water, got my salami. Alright. So, try to explain things as we go. So this is the crew vehicle. I've tried really hard not to run into things with it, so it's in better shape than normal, but as you can see, I have hit a few things. But we'll gather up the crew, and we will go from there. I secured these two bases. This guy, Ian, over here, he was already turning one of these houses into one of his bases, so we just joined his crew and basically took over. So, okay, there's Samantha. Samantha. Here's Samantha. Now, the survivors, you will find them random with the mod on. You'll find them randomly. Hey, Reese. Yeah, I need you. I don't know why. Anyway, so this is our base. Wish there was a way to hotkey that. I didn't have to go through that. Anthony, come. I don't know why there's some kind of like game lag here in everything. Something I also have on here that I will let everybody know about. This game is typically permadeath. So if you die by the zombies, you have to start completely over from scratch. You can use the same template over and over, but you will start at 0 with everything. So I've got a mod on here that actually makes it so if this character dies, I can actually respawn with all of the same... I can actually respawn with all of my skills intact, which is nice. And again, because of the way we're playing this game, buddy, got Samantha, Anthony, Reese, and we're missing... Wait, why do I have a shovel and a trowel? Samantha over here, like, double fisting. What have you got, Reese? Oh, my bow. Oh, he had a shovel. Never mind. I don't know why the humans named it that way. I don't know why we're carrying her around one hand. So we are an archaeology survey crew. We are armed with trowels and shovels. I think one of us has a pickaxe, and that's the guy I'm looking for. We all have our high-vis... There you are, Sarah. Wait. Right. Sarah's very slow, by the way. Thought about switching Sarah out for somebody else, but I'm freaking. Alright, there's the crew. Yay! Everybody to the crew vehicle. The crew vehicle is incredibly slow. Very slow vehicle, which, you know, there's a lot of reality going on here. Everybody in the vehicle. Take your time. Let's see that. There we go. This is our crew vehicle. Again, it's very slow. Everybody else here is just kind of doing their own thing. I just figured since I was collecting survivors, they should be doing something. Is that too loud? That might be too loud. Let's... I feel like that's too loud. Oops, wrong way. Also, I drive horribly. I'm a terrible driver. Still haven't figured out why I'm over encumbered. Ah, there we go. With the shovel? Oh. I don't know how that works, but I just put a shovel in the glove box. Sure did. Stick that spiked baseball bat in there too. There we go. I'm not over encumbered. I don't know how that works, but there it is. Here's the farm. I'm not joking when I say I drive terribly. I don't... Joseph's over here planting his little heart out. Go, Joseph. I don't know what he's planting. Doing, Joseph? I don't know what he's doing. There's the laundromat. Yes, you can do laundry in the game. There's the next crew vehicle when this one dies. At the Horseshoe, which is a saloon. The other thing I did in the game, just because, like, I kind of like the idea of it, is the zombies hopefully shouldn't be respawning after we kill them. So. Alright, we are going to be heading towards... There's some structures and stuff out here I haven't looked at yet, and there's like this little cluster of houses over here, and there's this guy over here that I want to look at. So these are the locations we're going to be hitting up. Probably should go back to that road, because I want to go see this. We're out in the middle of some farming land, like a real rural area. So if there's a little town over here, there's a larger town over here. One of these is Louisville. I don't know which one it is. I think this is Louisville. I don't think that either the whole map has not been revealed or the developers don't have the whole map planned out. Honestly, though, that's Louisville. That's Indiana, right? Ignore me. But anyway, if that's north. So, so I do have like this little tongue-in-cheek. There we go. Archaeology survey crew. We've got a crew vehicle. We all have our shovels. We all have our trowels. We all have our high-vis res vests and our... Oh yeah, I forgot about you guys. Move those. And, you know, all that stuff. So we look like what a real-world survey crew would look like, which is kind of a cross between park rangers and construction crew. It is a lot like The Sims, actually. Apparently, some people are calling it the Zims. Z-I-M-S. I know, right? The glove box. Don't start playing Sims Hellfire. You'll get sucked into it. They didn't get the idea to mix zombies with archaeology. I mixed zombies and archaeology. I'm cool like that. Gosh darn it. Prop this up here. I better set it for this. I can actually see. There we go. University and Island Paradise are her two favorites. Has she tried the Horse Ranch one? It's pretty good, and for rent's actually really nice too. I kind of like it. And they, for Sims, they just did this massive update that kind of added in a lot of features that people have been asking for years. Not cars, though. We still don't have cars. We're not, I don't think they're ever going to give us cars. I think they're purposefully not giving us cars. The other thing about the crew vehicle is it sucks on off-road, so I don't want to hit you. Where are we going first? Go do these guys first over here. Be a little easier to get to, I think. Avoid the zombie! There's not a lot of zombies in the game. They will swarm, though. I've almost lost the crew once to a zombie swarm. Yeah, that's the route. And yes, for your information, this is exactly what, well, with the exception of the terrible driving, this is exactly what archaeology's like. The van does not do off-road well, so we'll try to avoid doing that. Give her Sunday driver, or is this just a slow vehicle? Alright, so we got a house over here. Oh, we have a parking lot. Rando parking lot? Oh, that's a house. What is this? Uh... Alright, everybody's excited. Now, I will tell you that with the Survivor mod, the survivors, these guys, they're like way OP. Which is fine, because that lets them kill all the things, and I don't have to worry about it as much. Loot box. We do need resources and stuff. Oh, it's a farmer's market. Kind of cool. Right? Pineapples, because, you know, farmer's markets are... Fortnite or Kentucky farmers markets are known for their pineapples. I don't think the game developers are actually mangoes. Mango? I don't think they're actually from the US. So I don't know why they picked Fort Knox area as the setting for their game, but it's kind of fun. Buddy. Alright, if you're just going to hang out over there. The guys will get you eventually. We'll hear a squish noise. What's this then? Oh, a bakery! Look at this. This isn't even on the map. Oh, it is on the map. I just didn't. First off, we're gonna have ourselves bakeries. I'm just making note of places on the map. Later on, I can see it. You have a lot of. Oh yeah, we were gonna eat pie. Hang on. I will make us happy. Actually, you have a lot of freedom in this game. Like I could destroy that door if I wanted to. I could dismantle these. I could dismantle everything in this building, including the building, if I had a high enough skill level. So, oh, it's an ice cream shop. What? Hi. All right, what can I? Got a fire extinguisher. None. You have no ice cream. How are you an ice cream shop with no ice cream? I am offended. All excited for pie. A lot of cooking stuff, but nothing to cook. No, this is disappointing. Oh well. But so you have a lot of potential to do a lot of damage in this game if you wanted to. Like I can move these park benches. Literally just move them if I want to. Hellfire, how dare you have a life outside of game? Don't you know digital life is way better? Hey, I have playground. You know, one thing I would like them to do, and there's probably a mod for it, but I wish they'd make it so that you could play on the playground equipment, but you can't interact with it. I mean, I can take it apart, but I can't interact with it. Uh, there were some ah, they're a little far away. Nah, I think I'll go back and get the vehicle on the road. No point in no point in wearing your crew out if you don't have to. We'll take the here. There is no Bopo FA in the zombie apocalypse. However, you do want to watch your weight because it's very easy to let your character get underweight. And if your character is underweight, their strength and their stamina go down. So you actually want to keep your character well fed. Susanna, are you getting in? Getting in, Susanna? There we go. So I guess it's like a Bopo fantasy, I guess. Like my character started out. I don't think I'm at 80 pounds. That doesn't seem to make sense. But my weight was at 80, and I've gotten it up by 2 pounds. So yeah, as you can see, I've been alive for 3 days and 1 hour. I have also lengthened the time of the day. You're not protected at all. But my overall health is okay. I've been exercising, trying to get my character to develop more muscle, more strength, and athleticism, but there's only so many days in a zombie apocalypse, okay? And my character hates burpees as much as I do. Terrible driver. Already covered that. Got like a field over here that could maybe get. I don't know. Somebody could probably plow it. Ah, no, wrong direction. I suck at. So sorry, but you know, you guys can make a game out of it and see how long it takes me to hit something. You know, this trail along the fence line here. It's actually kind of interesting that they put that in. Only because normally in a fence line, you will see wear on the ground like this on the inside of the fence line. Not so much on the outside, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Now, see, there's a way that I can take this thing off of this car, and I think I can put it on the back of the van. And I kind of really want to. It's not entirely sure how. Or maybe I can't, and I just think... I've seen other people play the game, and they have, like, a trailer attached to their vehicles. Cancel car. No, I could do... I don't know everything I can do, so... Mantling car wreck with a welding mask and propane torch will remove them from your path and provide metal construction material. Higher metal work skills will retrieve more usable salvage. Hmm. Or I could repair the car, which I don't have a high enough... I meant to give her a mechanics skill, but I didn't. You can do jumping jacks. You can do jumping jacks. You can do sit-ups. Oh, this car is in actually relatively good condition. Physically, it's in relatively good. I was going to go in and steal the stuff out of the... Okay, but what I want is this thing. Letting me have... I want it. I do not want to smash the rear windshield. I'm not going to wash the vehicle either. Well, I'll have to do some research and figure out how I can get this thing, because I really would like to put it on the back of the van. Because then we could carry more material and stuff with us. Because I do pick stuff up while we're out surveying, because it's a zombie apocalypse. Nobody else is going to use it. But I like to document it first. Getting really depressed. Where are we going? Okay, so there's the first set of buildings. I'd actually park us right here instead of coming down this way like I was planning. I think I might park us here, and then we'll come investigate these two buildings, and then we'll come do these. That'll actually keep us relatively close to the vehicle without having to off. Off. Maybe it's just... Alright, everybody. Time to go earn our non-existent paycheck. Oh, yeah. The other thing oh, yeah. Survivor. Mari. Mari, come here. Mari. Wait, there's two survivors. There's three survivors. Sean. Sean, come here. Sean. Come over here. Here's Sean. Buddy, what you doing? Invite you to our group? Okay, cool. So you guys got a survivor group. Well, they can walk around with us while we're investigating. They can't become archaeologists. I don't have any more high-vis vests. Three. Two? Oh, you already joined our group. Follow us. Wanna follow? Alright, so the game, like, randomly generates these guys, these survivors, and I can change their outfits, and I can change... Rest. I can't change their hairstyles. I wish I had a little bit more customization options with these guys, but... Well, that didn't make me... Not usually like... Do a word search. That do any. Oh yeah, and the NPCs will chat. Fuck. And sorry. So one of the things I wanted to look at on top of just the structures and stuff, everything that's in here is randomly generated. So, normally when I'm doing archeo gaming, I can look at the objects that are inside various containers and I can kind of put together a story about what's going on at any given point based on what's in objects, but these are all randomly generated. So that option's not really there. Dead guy. Oh, he's got a... How are the three of you in this building and you have not taken care of this? Ah, you barricaded the door. That's smart. Sometimes you can tell from other items that are left. Not everything's randomly generated. I'll just leave them in there. So it's fun to kind of come up with a story as to the location. Obviously, I will never know for sure. Hey, Claire. Wow, a lot of survivors. Okay, so I've found a little survivor enclave. Way. Really giving you an option. Attracting survivors. Oh, a doctor! Yeah, we need a doctor. Doc back here. Join my... Yes. Okay. Dr. Karen is now one of us. Jacqueline, come over here. I will say this, like the way Jacqueline looks is very common as far as the survivors, and I'm not entirely sure why. See, like Carrie, there's Jacqueline and Carrie. Basically look exactly the same. And if you find a doctor, they will all have like this cap and a little jacket on, little doctor's jacket. So I'm not really sure what the algorithm there is all about, but that's a mod, so it could be anything. Turn over. Yeah. See, wouldn't it be cool if I could like play on that and take it with me? All right. Man, I knew that was. All right, everybody. Well, how bad can it be? Got like 19 million people. Other than we have to listen to it. So the zombies are attracted by movement and sound. So they will all be attracted to this house now. And it will pull them from quite a large radius. So it behooves us to leave, is my point. But that was this house here. So this was a survivor's house. There's a zombie trapped upstairs. We haven't gone to see what these two things are yet, so we're gonna run over here to the barn, check it out. May just not be a lot of zombies. Hey, it's a barn. Hey, hey, it's a barn. So it's kind of like a little farm area. We don't need to set things on fire. Going to. All right, so these are like a barn. Okay, Jacqueline, enough of us. We can take this on. I don't know. This one kind of looks like I don't know much about horses, but kind of looks more like a horse stall to me. Horse barn. There are not animals yet in the world. They've been talking about adding companion animals. Hey, Bryn's here. Vivarium? Do I need to have a hitch on the back of the van first? I mean, probably I'm gonna need like a hitch or something. I wouldn't put it past them, but like I can't take it off the other vehicle at all. So I can't even get to it to begin with. Yeah, see, if this was a horse barn, this is my thought. These were horse barns, which I think is what they're supposed to be. Um, this track should technically be on the inside, or there should be a second one on the inside because horses and animals tend to roam right along the edge of fence lines for some reason. I think it's because they're testing their. I already have a Claire, but sure, you up too. There are a lot of survivors over here. All right, what are we looking at here? But I pick up like 5 more people. Okay, so we've looked at this. This is just like a little farm homestead thing. It had like 2 little houses going on, a barn, and 2 what I'm gonna call horse barns. Excuse me. Could walk everybody's butt out here and up and over here. Probably wouldn't be too bad. That probably wouldn't be too bad. Then we can pop back in the vehicle. Actually, I think I'll pop into the vehicle, drive us all over here. Yeah, because I've already been here. These are fields. These are unplowed fields right here. I think some of them might be planted, but mostly I think these are unplanted agricultural fields. But I think what I'm gonna do. Well, we've already been over here. What was over here? See, I didn't take notes. What happens when you don't take? All right, fine. We're just gonna walk over here then. I've already been over that, and only 6 people will fit in the van, so we'll be all right. However, are not going to run through the cornfield. That's would be fun. And no, you can't harvest the corn. I have tried. I can remove the grass. What happens if I remove grass? Tried that. Did I get anything? No, I did not. No. Hmm. There's nothing. Presents? Get a blocker. All right. Well, next time I find antidepressants, I apparently need. It's Sean of the Dead. That just clicked. That's your name. You guys all chit chatting around. Isn't Vivarium the one where it's like there's like an alien kid and this couple has to they're basically stuck there in like a dollhouse situation because they're supposed to raise the kid. Like super creepy. And then at the end he like hits them or something. I don't remember. I just remember watching a synopsis of it. Yeah, the kid screaming. The synopsis I watched compared it to like a cuckoo bird situation where the kid was like a cuckoo bird. The couple wasn't pregnant though; they had just gotten married. But yeah, I remember that there's like scenes and stuff where where the woman in particular is trying to like escape and they can't get out of the neighborhood because they're basically trapped in a ecosystem. That makes you wonder what aliens would do if they took over. They'd make us all zombies. So the thing with Project Zomboid is there's a lot of lore around Project Zomboid, but none of it's, as far as I understand it, verifiable yet. So I don't think the devs have really committed to a story yet. However, there are some interesting Easter eggs and stuff, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to do this archaeological style survey, is because finding the Easter eggs would be kind of interesting. And the Easter eggs are what people are building the lore off of. So I just think it would be really interesting to see what we can discover storyline wise with a survey crew and what else we can put together in the meantime. Yay, it didn't have. I hear zombies. Satchel. Fortunately, I don't. Simon's Fitness Club. Heck yeah. I've watched that one. A waste of my. There you go. That's why I travel with a crew. Love it. Oh well. Where was the zombie? So when they lay stuff out on the beds like this stuff's a little bit more intentional. We've got. I need to go make sure I haven't walked it. I hear a lot more zombies. Don't see them. What have I done to it? All right, I think there's one guy. All right. Got him, Samantha. Even you. Got a diamond ring on. General, just shorts and a shirt. Nothing spectacular or weird. Oh, there's some. I like the fire pit out here. I like the very country setting here. You got your little lawn chairs. You got your fire pit. All they need is like a cooler and some bottles sitting around. You're in the fridge. What I'm gonna eat. Does anybody have a living room that's actually set up like this, where there's no divider between like the kitchen, especially like the oven right next to the couch? I've not seen that, but that doesn't mean it's not a thing. The zombie. I can't find the zombie. I'm gonna send some of these guys home. Starting to crowd me in. All right, who are we keeping? Carrie. Carrie, why don't you go back to? I see. Stay there. We're a little bit more. We're keeping Shaun of the Dead with us. I might have to make him a Dr. Karen. Oh, I should probably hang on. Dr. Karen. Declan, there we go. That's the other one. Declan. I'm here. Yeah, you're armed with a give order. Off you go then. Like take all of Anthony's stuff, but we'll have to decide which crew member we're gonna send home so that we can put Shaun on our crew. So we're house style situation. I want to walk us along this trail just to see what's going on. Sometimes you'll find little campsites and things off these trails. I think we came in this way. Came in on this road. So I just want to walk us down to what looks like a little cul-de-sac down here. Then I will send everybody except the crew home because we'll be close to the van. Wait, is Carrie on our crew? I don't remember. Grab her. Hey, zombies. I'll wait for everyone else. See, someone else had a crew going on back here, too. There are a lot of vans on this map this time. Aluminum. Gas, garbage bags, a lug wrench. A lot of electrical. What were you trying to do? Improvised device used to remotely detonate craft bombs and traps. I have not used bombs in this. To Anthony. Now, we were doing this last time, was trying to see if the material goods that are left on the dead bodies can tell us anything about the individuals. Because it's somewhat random, but it's also not. There's certain styles of zombies that we'll encounter. Like when I first got into that town, there were 3 escaped convicts. And you know that because they all were wearing orange jumpsuits, but then they also had duffel bags on them. And inside their duffel bags, they all had and duct tape. And I forget, one guy had something else extra in it. I think he had like a knife. Ooh, mushrooms. Yeah, let's pick up random mushrooms. What do they do? Who knows? The herbalism skill I have allows me to make like balms and salves and stuff and medicine from various things as I find them. Oh, there it is. You know, wild leaves. So it's good to look for these things. Sarah says, honestly, I prefer anarchy over the government. I mean, I guess we're living in anarchy. It's a bug. See, the nice things about these areas is that if I wanted to, I could have my character literally build a house from scratch over here, which I think is a really neat game mechanic for you. Dude. Or just to do world. There's something over here that I wanted. Parsley? Yep. The other thing I wish they'd let me do is plant from this stuff. Stick. I like how all of my dudes like gather around it. They can't do that. They can't search for things. They're basically here to keep the zombies from killing me. Right, Sean, you get him. God, Sean. Firmly hit true crime at that point. What's going on? Oh yeah, I remember V. I didn't. Did I watch V? I don't remember if I watched it. I think I caught a couple episodes, but isn't that basically like the aliens came to Earth and they basically tried to take over our government because they all looked like humans, basically, or something like that? I don't remember, obviously. This leather strips, I don't need leather. But yeah, I remember V as a existing as a TV show, but it was on the Sci-Fi Channel, but it was on something else before the Sci-Fi Channel became the Sci-Fi Channel. And I think it's based off of a book series or just a book. Yeah, I gotta find a barbecue because I want to put a barbecue at the base for everybody because archaeologists do a lot of barbecuing. They also do a lot of drinking, which is why having that bar right across from the houses is perfect. Uh, said Brenda, you said yours is mostly one room, but the appliances are separate for sure. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why the stove was so close to the couch. I feel like there was another alien show that came out around the same time as V, and a lot of people confuse the two of them together, and I obviously don't remember what it was called. Your mother was a horror and monster person. My mom was a huge Stephen King fan. Like, I am still to this day addicted to Stephen King because of my mother. A credit card? Gonna do for us, but there it is. Rock. You can make primitive weapons in this, so you can make you can basically tie a rock to a stick and make a spear out of it. So I could pick these sticks up and then I could go pick up this rock and then I think I can use duct tape or twine and stick them together and make a spear or an addle, if you will. Actually, no, I don't think I can make an addle. That would be kind of. All right, Project Z devs, if there's anybody listening, I want an addle. Damn, Sean is like on point. Definitely keeping Sean. Do I want to? Nothing. Right? I don't know why I'm stealing this dude's wallet. Apparently, it's very depressing to kill zombies. Psh, whatever. Good job, Sean. I think I need to get a character. Well, no, we're not cold anymore. That's very realistic. Like, if my character stands here long enough, she'll start to get cold. But once we start hiking, we warm up. Enable search mode as I crawl through the. All right, we're going back to the vehicle. Are we going back to the vehicle? This is also pretty common too. I walk past our vehicle. It's up here. Do do do. Everybody ignore me. Everybody follow me. Wait, Ruth, Roderick. Are you guys in my? I feel like I would remember if Survivor Roderick was. There are a lot of survivors out here. Are you wearing a skirt? No, you're wearing short shorts. That's an outfit, Roderick. Right there. That's an outfit. Ruth, Ruth, come here. Ruth, come over here. Okay, I'm gonna guess Roderick and Ruth came from some kind of game. Looks like it's like it looks like soccer, but we don't play soccer here in the States so much. But they're both wearing like army berets. All right, there's Roderick. Where'd Ruth go? There's Ruth. There's Roderick. Roderick has an army jacket on, but they're both wearing like soccer shoes and the same kind of soccer outfit. Looks like soccer to me. It could be anything else. It could be basketball for all I know. Roderick, you want to like follow that, stick with the group? I mean, go off on your own. I get. Oh, you didn't join my group. Oh, you did. I already got a Louisville map, or I'd grab that. Let's see. We've got a silver cross on this guy, um, and a diamond ring, and black frilly underpants. Which I mean, typically you would not see on the average guy. So I think this is their way of kind of like, I can't really show you because there's people standing on top of them, but it's hard really to tell the gender of these characters, especially once you get a bunch of crap on them, like survival gear and that kind of stuff, which makes it harder for the zombies to eat you. I hear turkeys. Actually, fairly terrible. Tarp. That's the other thing. I should give all of my people tarps. That only makes sense if you do where I'm. Let me in. Now I have my tarp. Also in favorited. Why? Because it will make sense to no one but me. What was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, so it's interesting to find two survivors. Wait, did I send Allison home? Of my people? Oh, you're not. Player back to base. Roderick home. With the Survivor app, the Survivor mod, it kind of creates another form of like resource management because you've got to manage all these survivors too. Since we're heading back to the vehicle, I'm gonna send. And then I can give them various jobs at base, but I'm not at base that much. Claire, but you should go back to keeping Roderick because when we get back to the vehicle, I'm gonna let you guys vote on who is leaving the team so that Sean can join the team. Thus with spy thrillers and TV shows. Has YouTube ruined you? I think it just goes in phases. You saucy buns. Like I go through phases where all I'll watch is like horror game playthroughs or like creepy pastas or that kind of stuff. And then I'll go through phases where all I watch are people cracking and crushing soap. I think it's just a matter of your taste. Um, Miyazaki movies are always good, though. I don't know anybody who doesn't like. Even people who don't like anime like Miyazaki movies. All right. Actually, going to pause the game real fast because I'm going to go to the. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. I learned a trick today. All saw it live. Teeny tiny little arrow over here. Parsley. Got 46 in here. There's never enough space in the car. Vehicle for. I guess I could eat the chives. And watch, as soon as I do this, no, I'm gonna need the damn. All right, let's start a poll. Add Susanna, Sarah, Anthony, Tony, Samantha. We're keeping Reese just because I like the name. That's everybody. No, there's Sarah, Susanna, Samantha. We will send Samantha. I dug with a girl named Samantha. It was actually pretty cool. All right, there's your options. We're gonna send one of those people home. We're gonna send one of those people home, and then we are going to add Sean to the crew. I'm gonna go into the little girl's room, and I'll be right back. All right, we're sending Susan home. Hey. All right, Susan, you've been voted off the island. That is Susan, right? Yeah, Susanna. Hi, Rocky. Where's Susan? Alright, Susan. I don't want to do... Oh, I don't want to do... I think I'm gonna... I think I have to, unfortunately, remove Susan's clothing because I need that high vis. That's the other thing I wish I could do, is I wish I could get them to take a bath. Nothing rude against Susan. It's just, like your t-shirt back, Susan. You can have everything but your high res jacket. Ridiculous. Probably don't expect people to play this game. Concept that I need to take like away from her. Bandana back to. That's all. Do you have a shovel? Yeah, we're gonna let Sean keep his axe just because he's doing a really good job with it. What's your jacket? Wait, where's your vest? Did I not give you? Don't you have to wear the vest? The rule. Vest goes. You can have it. Or do you want all of your clothes? Oh, he's got a Wolf Howling Moon t-shirt. That's hilarious. All right, well, I've apparently given somebody else the high res. Why do I keep saying that? The high is best. So I guess I'll figure that out. Cause it might be Samantha. They've given it to. That seems like. All right, now Samantha, I need. I think you can keep the shovel for. I give you. Go back to. I told her. Oh well. We know he's on the. That's the. One, two. Yes. I'll fix Sean before next game because I think I accidentally gave it to Samantha, and I just don't want to play the stripping people down game again. All right, we're gonna move now from where we're at. Yeah, very cold too. It's only like April. Who are you people? Why are you over there? Miss you. Well, you guys are just gonna have to hang out there now. I think we're gonna go up the road here and go check out these buildings. See what's over here. Mainly because there's more roads and I can get in there easier. And eventually we're gonna come. We are right. You would think the shortcut would be to walk. We'd have to literally walk down here because the van will not tolerate this. far as driving. And I don't want us to be on foot that long. We're gonna go up because we're right here. And then once we get done investigating that, I'm actually gonna clear. I'm gonna go start another game. We're doing 4, FYI. That's as fast as this van goes. I'm redlining this van at 40. So I want you guys to see like the vanilla game, just so you can see how much I've actually altered it. Oh, yeah, the boonie hat. Checking to see. I'm right about where I want to. I want to park in between rails. Good here. We don't put the car in park first. We just cut it all together. Yank the key right out of the. All right. Hey, come here, baby. I need to change. There we go. All right. Oh, it's 2 o'clock already. So let's start low. Now let's start high, and then we can. My character is getting cold. April 4th. I had the game start on April 1st. Just because why not? You keep saying, like, the survivors keep saying things about bandits, but I don't know if I just have that option turned off or if I just haven't encountered bandits yet. Got tired, so. Not acceptable, Noel. Hey, hey, they're poisonous. I don't really need. I was actually, because you can play this with other players, like actual other people. I think if I was playing with actual other people, I could take the poisonous berries and basically poison other PCs. But that would be a jerk move. Oh my god, it's so dark. Literally can't. A lot of these warehouses around here that are just boxes. These are all just empty boxes. Oh, I've got my. Here. Can't walk. All else fails, assemble the things in your way. Why that took so long. All right, so it looks like we're in another like warehouse situation. So the last time I was over here, all of them were like that. We'll double check just to be sure, but last time I was here, they were all warehouses full of just empty boxes. Which is cool and all, I suppose. I just kind of wish they weren't empty. Kind of wish they had stuff in them. And I don't know if that's just the game's just not developed out for it, or I guess boxes got to be made somewhere, right? Yay, stuff. Careful, there's usually zombies. Oh, these kind of areas are nice because of all the construction material that are around. Ah, when I was putting the crew together, I was desperate to find shovels. Just weren't any. And I'm determined that my crew was going to walk around using shovels as against against the zombie horde. This map. So when you open maps and stuff, this is what you get. Are we in Rose? No, if we were in Rosewood, there would be a bookstore. Have I been to? I think I have been. Yeah, because it's like a budget motel there, as I recall. But anyway, normally in the game, when you don't have the whole map revealed, once you find these little maps and you read them, it will open the space up on your map. And I was wondering if it would still do that with the map being fully revealed, but it's not. Eventually, we will end up in Louisville, and there's a bridge. But as you can see, there's also a lot going on here. And even with the zombie horde turned down like I have it, there's still going to be a crap ton of zombies there. But there's a lot of people who are doing like these 100,000 day survival challenges in this game, and they all head for Louisville. Because I think there's an instance where if you're on the bridge, you can get rescued by a helicopter. I don't know if that's a mod or if that's part of the game, but we'll eventually get there. But I'm going to avoid the biggest city for a while just because I'm not a really good player, and B, I just don't want to like go to the end game area if that makes sense. Like this really does look like a steal the scarecrow. I like these little plots, and for like roleplay purposes or if in game and stuff, it would be really neat to take one of these over and kind of plant it the way that it's designed to be. Like this is the game giving you an opportune hideout. Ooh, a generator. See, it's even got a generator in it. We'll eventually have to hunt those down as well. Eventually the power grid gets turned off. You lose power and you lose water, so you have to like gather your own stuff. Sit here and wait for everybody else to catch. We're going into this house. Don't know what to expect. Anything. Very country. First time I've seen a flag hung up on the wall like that. You can use the boxes, Bryn, actually. I could pick the boxes up, and I think I could stuff them in my vehicle if I had the space for it. But, I don't have a use for it right now. But it's good to know where they are when I finally do have a use for them. I'll actually see what the... You can build a fort out of the boxes. Somebody tried that? No, it was the cars. They tried to... No. Somebody had a video up where they tried to build like a wall of boxes to stop the zombie horde, and it didn't work apparently. There you have that. But you could just kind of build it for your own enjoyment. Got a can of more salami? Hey, eat yogurt. entire container. Another thing you can do is you can grab the curtains. One thing I don't like though, if I grab the curtains, like these pretty pink curtains, I'm like, oh yeah, I love these little pink curtains and I want to put them up in my base, right? If I take them, it transfers them into a sheet in my inventory. And then I love that, just having a toilet just by itself. But then when you get it back to your base and you go to hang them up on your window, it just hangs it up as like this nasty looking yellow sheet. Like, no, I wanted the frilly pink. I wanted the frilly pink. Right? Never said enough. So do the house layouts, like, do these kind of remind anyone of their actual houses? Cordless phone. I'm not entirely sure what year this be taking place in, but it's before cell phone. Or the devs just didn't give people cell phones. Cell phones. Closet. If I was using a flashlight, I would take your. It's kind of like white knuckle in the dark. I haven't figured out how to use the CD player yet. It's supposed to have reading. Oh no, she's got safety. Supposed to have safety. You are not OSHA approved. Back. That's a nice little farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere. Bunch of little auxiliary buildings. We haven't quite looked at everything yet. They do have outhouses in the game, which cracks me up. It's not like Fallout though. When you open up the outhouse, there's not necessarily something in it. Oh, and one of the houses that I actually ended up turning into my base, it's one of the toilet paper hoard houses. So in reference to the Panini, the developers created spaces that are called that have all of the storage space is just full of toilet paper. And I accidentally found one of those. And I say accidentally because I was looking for it. Yeah, I need those. I wasn't looking for it, but I found it. But I knew they existed and I was going to eventually look for it. Anthony, you're in the way. Where's Sean? Sean. On. Have to wear safety. Part of being. There we go. Now you're a safe boy. Now nothing can hurt. Safety. I'd give them all gloves too. Kind of a pain. Space. The final from. No fridge. Nothing. That's a nice little bell of a house if you want to. A little kind of like a, you know how we saw over there where they had the fields already lined out for you if you wanted to plant things. It's kind of got like a garden space, but it's a little gone to pot. Oh, it's for sale. Look, 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 look. Yeah. The for sale sign. That's why. I wonder if they managed to sell the house. A lot of the houses over here have gardens. Oh, and this one's burned out. This is what it looks like when the buildings burn out. Don't follow me in. I wonder if this is where the survivors came. The bench that just faces the house. This is what it looks like when they burn. You can burn the houses down. You can start fires if you would like. What it looks like. Oh, I could do that. On apparently. Hard to navigate because see. Hey, half a bed. Anybody want half a bed? Now you're all just showing off, hopping through. Oh, bird bath. Up the bird. Probably. Will it damage you to do so? Also probably. If you carry too much weight, it will cause you to not significant damage, but enough. Twice about it. Alright, this looks like it's an ag field. Go. Wandering aimlessly off into the okay. Didn't we pick up Ian and Jacqueline? Didn't I tell them to go back to base? What the hell's going on with all you guys over here? Yeah, I told all of you guys to go back to base. I think they got frozen. I think when I reload the game next, it'll have them all back where they need. All right, well, we're over here, so we're gonna go check this out. That really is how this kind of crap goes. You know, we have our map for our survey area, and we're just like, well, we weren't really planning on doing that spot, but we're over here, so we might as well do it. As opposed to walking all the way back to the vehicles and then walking all the way back. I want to see. Okay. Start here because we're that, and then I'll see it on my. There we go. Now I can see my. Yay! Good times. Almost as if I have a real map. The only other thing well, there's lots of things I would like to have. I'd like to have a compass that had like a north-south bearing on it, or even just like a north bearing. That would be fabulous. Because as far as I know, there's no way to orient yourself right now. If we ever need rocks, have plenty. Believe it or not, this is a lot like actually doing in a field where we just kind of walk in a make note of the things that we've mushrooms. Edible? Don't know. Yay, my skill went up. Don't know what that does for me. No, what are you guys talking right here? The room with twin beds would have had two dressers along the opposite wall and a small bedside table between the beds for a lamp, and the room did not have bunk beds, which was very likely. Also, if you had stairs, you rode a mattress down or you bumped down on your bed. I used to do that a lot at my grandparents' house because they had carpeted stairs, and I would totally slide down on my boutoir like that. Or you could ride a large stuffed animal. I never did the mattress thing, but it always looked fun, you know? Yeah, fine. Comfrey. Apparently comfrey in the game is used for setting broken bones. I haven't found wood, haven't had my character break a bone yet. Kinda nice. Stick. I know this is terribly riveting. This is what I always tell people about actual archaeology, though. Like, if you were to follow me out into the field one day, this is basically what I do. Occasionally, we'll stop and dig holes, and that's the difference. Now, I will say that, you know, doing survey in the real world versus doing survey in game world, at least you're out walking around, you're in nature, you know, you can actually talk to the crew. You know, so you have all these really funny, weird, not appropriate for television conversations with your crew members. Find another bug. Yeah. As far as I can tell, the only thing bugs are good for is a food source right now. We're not that desperate yet. By the time we get there, my foraging skill should be really high, and also I'm hoping to have my trapping skill to a point where I could actually trap small. Like I said, we're not there yet. Ox? Ow? It cracks me up that there's animal noises, but there's no animals. Bug. No, leak. The leak. Eh. That's one thing you don't have to do in the game is you don't have to keep track of your like potty needs. Unlike Sims, where you do, or your character will pee itself. Annoying. Grown ass adult 90 times out of 10. There is a multiplayer option for the game. I think I'd have to start a new server for it, but I've thought about it, but I want to be more familiar with the game before I open up a server for people to come play on. Just because I don't actually plan on like monitoring it very strongly. I found ammunition. I don't use the guns in the game because they attract the zombies really badly. All right. Hey, and we found a survivor. Found a house and a survivor. Go fig. Not here. Structure is so big I can't see what it is. I also wish I could rotate the view so that I could look behind my character. Another Jacqueline. Like the last Jack. Guess she could follow us around. Okay, so for a minute there I thought Angela was a zombie and I was like, holy shit. It's very agile. See how Angela and Jacqueline come in? Okay, I thought Angela had a hat on, but their outfits are practically identical. Jacqueline. Jacqueline's got a raspberry beret. Angela's skirt's longer, but otherwise they're wearing exactly the same outfit. And these are probably all gonna double. Oh, potatoes. It's a sack of potatoes. I'm pretty sure we're growing potatoes back home. Uh-oh. Is that a zombie? One of you break a window just... Yes. Makes no sense. Alright. I've never seen them do that before. Antha, why did you bust a window? Perfectly good door right here. What was the point of that? Right? Whatever. Really don't know why they did that. Really weird. Alright, Samantha's in a destructive mood, apparently. Aren't we all? Y'all. Best. Nothing. But this one looks like it. Well, never mind. There's that. This one looks a little bit more abandoned than the others just because there's like nothing in here compared to like the last one we went into where there was like a toolbox and some other shelves and stuff. All right, what I want to do here Up. You know what I should have done is put a little boat symbol. Cars over here. And I'm gonna remove all of those. Why there's But what I want to do is I want to show you guys what the actual game looks like when it's not all doctored up like this, just so you can see how easy it is to die. Just fine. And then after I do that, I'm gonna pop off. So this game is very open world. I mean, and that's before the mods. So you can see why I'm so obsessed with this game right now. But see, if I were hosting something, I could host a area, I could join someone else's. There's the tutorial, which we'll go over at a different time because there's a lot of really interesting lore tidbits inside the tutorial on top of teaching you how to play the game. But it's kind of sinister and kind of fun. But if you're brand new to the game and you play it, I think it's just a tutorial and you don't put two and two together. Also, when I don't know if I'll be able to catch it, but next time the lightning strikes, look what's going on here. Because it looks like he's just like cuddling her because, oh, zombie apocalypse. But no, he's eating. I don't know if we're going to sit here long enough for the lightning. Nope, no, we are not. I want to do. Usually I do a custom sandbox, and then, like I said, I've got a bunch of mods that I usually play with. The map IU is what lets me see this, I think is important. Draw on the map I have, which lets me kind of make my own area, and that'll be useful later on when I start doing some other survey. This is if I wanted to make a mod, which I don't, because I don't know enough. Skill recovery is what happens if I die. I can choose to bring my skills back onto the same character. So basically, it takes the death aspect away from the game. Gotta give it a second. Reload. Powerful combat, longer lifespan, a challenging base style based on these previous survival. So this game has actually gone through several different incarnations. I came in on it right when it had just dropped another big update. I think they were calling it Update 42 or something like that. But as you can see, there's different versions. Like if you just want to literally see how long it takes you to die, there's the apocalypse. Survivor's kind of the same way. The goal of this game, though, is it's basically how long can you live? You are going to die at some point. And if nothing else, the game doesn't have mechanics for like settling down and having, you know, like a family or anything, or trying to raise a family in it. It's just a one thing. So long term, really, even if you do manage to not die from a zombie bite, you know, your chances of you're going to die alone, basically, kind of a thing. Builder is for people like me who just like to play the game by constructing and building as much as you possibly can. Yeah, see, construction, exploration, farm focused, a more relaxed experience. It's not that relaxed. But we're going to go into survivor mode. And then there's all these little challenges that they've already got made. And I think some of these might be player made because I think they came with the mods that I have, but I don't remember. So if anything else, like you're bored just doing exploration style mod, play one of their challenges. I haven't tried any of these yet. Let me tell you what, the fog in this game is something else. And so, like this Hilltop Survivors Camp, and these three here, these are all from my Survivors mod that I use. So Murderlaw, I don't even know how you would say that. Butteraw? I don't know. Kentucky's weird. There's a lot of French words there. Riverside, Rosewood, West Point, and Woodbury. No, Woodbury is also part of the Survivors. We're not going to play West Point because it sucks. Now, you saw that I had a map in the one we just got done playing that had words Rosewood, I think it was. And you also saw that I had the option to read a Louisville map. Those are maps that you will discover in the game, but you can't start at those locations. These are the only locations you can start in. Did I just say Rosewood? I did. Go to Rosewood. Probably won't play this after. I will probably die pretty instantaneously. Okay, the game is kind of a jerk sometimes. I've had it spawn me literally in the middle of a zombie horde. And then you die, because of course you do. And then it goes, you survived 3 seconds. You know what, game? So normally when you do this, you can either be unemployed, where you can just kind of pick your points. You get very low points because what they want you to do is like, I'm just randomly clicking some stuff. So, you pick these points and you're like, man, I wish I had more points. And so to do that, you have to like, I'm again just randomly clicking. But see, now I've got 9 more points to spend. So now I can come in here and buy a bunch of stuff. Or I can like buy a bunch of stuff. And then it's like, you need to get 15 more points. So I got to come in here and like basically just keep doing this. But another thing that you can do is they've got all these different occupations that you can pick from. Are there new ones? There's new ones. I could be a fitness instructor. You know what? It's funny. We're going to be a fitness. But I already start off at -6. So now I've got to buy 6 points to make. Pacifist. What's that going to do for me? Less effective with weapons? Hey, a smoker. Sure, we're going to be a fitness instructor who smokes. A Sunday driver. Get 2 points. Let's do wake. There we go. I also have like different templates that I have saved. And if I really liked this character, I could like save it. I'll just save it as fitness instructor and I can go back and pick it. Here you can randomly generate randomly generate your appearance. We're gonna call ourselves Charlotte Cervantes? Or why not? Oh, so I guess the 2 people that we rescued who looked very similar were fitness instructors together. Then you hit play. Yeah, Kentucky's an interesting choice. But I mean, better that it wasn't Indiana, I guess. Why can't a girl get an Edwardian lingerie walking dress at a decent price to live her Gibson and girl history? Well, it depends on how authentic you want it to be, Hellfire. You could just make it yourself. Veteran is an occupation, yes. There's a couple different interesting occupations in there, like chef. Very, very strange to me. Not that there aren't chefs. I'm just like, why are we assuming that the chefs are going to survive the zombie apocalypse better than anyone else?
All right, so I've altered nothing. This is the game settings for these. It does have a really nice tutorial. Oh, and it just kind of walks you through. It just kind of walks you through the very basics of the game, right? So, like how to use foraging, what weather's going to do. This is not stuff you get taught in the tutorial. And while you're here, the time is running. So, you could easily eat nice food, not that nasty food. But so this is how it is. It just kind of drops you in. Did it give me a backpack? Oh, wow. I didn't even get a starting kit. The starting kit gives you a backpack with a baseball bat and a hammer. I don't even get that, so take the. What else have we got? I really do have to scramble. My 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 argument for making a sandbox version of this to kind of like edit your starting stats basically is that this is the zombie apocalypse, right? It wouldn't have come out of nowhere. You wouldn't just be like this random person who's in a random house in the middle of random nowhere Kentucky with bupkis on you, right? Because it's been I think about a month since the apocalypse started. So my point is that people are aware, would be aware at this point that there are zombies. Right? Close the curtains. Closing the curtains keeps the light from leaking out and gives you a little bit more time. Light on. Yay, now I can see. These are like survival tactics. Hug bunny. You can't really understand. If you can watch TV, it brings your boredom down, which is important because if you get too bored, you get depressed. Hey, a bedroom. Hey, a hoodie. For that. For those. Oh, actually, I can wear the sweater. You can be in the other room and still. But the other thing is life and living brings up your construction skill. Burnett Banner. I've actually spoken with her. She's a very cool person. I don't have a direct line to her though, but she's a very nice person. Yep. Also, her hair. And now I can learn my cooking skill. What I'm going to do is hope that the television isn't distract the zombie. I have no weapon. The survivors mod gives you a PvP option, and I just choose to disable it. Search. Guess I'm gonna pick up a stick. Beat the zombies off with a stick, apparently. Now I did enable the survivor mod, so truth. No, hooray! flashlight. I could pick up a pan and use it. Puddle. Still empty room. It must be for. At least we're in a neighborhood. Oh, and there's some zombies. We're gonna sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. But as you can see, there's already a larger population of zombies. And this is on the low setting. Them. Oh. And like, oh no, he's chasing me. I mean, you could casually walk, I suppose. Okay, we're just gonna go for a sprint down the road in this lovely neighborhood. Oh no, there's sprints. That's right, there's runners. Runners in this game. So zombies come in a couple different flavors. Some of them are shamblers, some of them are sprinters. Some of them have long memory and they will follow you for long distances. This is going to end in me getting eaten, by the way, just FYI. I hope you're not overly attached to, what was her name, Charlotte? Yeah. Dodge, Charlotte, dodge. Bob and weave, bob and weave. You can do it. Don't stop running. Did I? Russell! Russell, help me out, Russell! 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 Russell, be my friend. No, Russell, come over here. What? Mouse button. Russell, save me! Yeah, united, we are very strong. We're strong because you're strong. You have a weapon? So I found a weapon, and that weapon's name is Russell, and Russell's running away. Man, they're so zombie food. You know, remember in World of Warcraft where you could go into a zone and just like aggro everything onto you, and then you just kind of run past one of the guards, and you've at that point aggroed so much that it overwhelms even the guard in the game. Would I outrun them? Oh, they're all after Russell. This game did me dirty. I don't even have a stick. You can push them over and you can stomp on them, but that's also a really good way to get dead. Can I beat you with a flamingo? I don't think I can. My god, they're like all behind me. That's the mail carrier even. Oh good, somebody set off a house alarm. Running right for. Lead them all by the house alarm? They'll all get distracted by the house? How I haven't dropped dead from running yet. There we go. Yeah, that was too big. Ready to run again? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So sorry. But this is why so I'm showing you. This is why I have the game toned down so much with the archaeology crew. Because there's no way I can do anything productive. There's no way I can do anything productive while doing this. Because even with a weapon, they'll still overwhelm me. Oh my god. Can I aggravate the entire town? Is that possible? Let me tell you what, Charlotte's got some crazy stamina, because I would have been dead meat back when we had to run out of the house. Back when we met Russell. I would have been dead long before we even met. By the way, Russell, R.I.P. Russell's probably. So now you see. Can I run indefinitely? No, I cannot. Eventually, I don't know if you guys can hear the heart beating noise. You might not be able to, but you can see my lungs here. She's just got really good endurance because, again, she's a health instructor, so she's got the. Actually, that was probably the. I did that as a joke, but it was probably the best thing I could have done. Yeah, because her fitness is almost tapped out. So can't run indefinitely, but she can run for a really long time. So many zombies. Ah. And in the vanilla game like this, oh yeah, see that she's. No, don't run into them. Um, the vehicles in the vanilla game do not. Your chances of finding a functioning car in the vanilla game are very low. Get in. Close the window. Crouch down. Holy crap, maybe they'll go away. Oh, there's a survivor out there. Russell! Russell's not dead! In here, there's an empty bottle and a pen. I'd invite Russell in, but gonna leave him to it. Oh, Russell, damn. It will eventually overwhelm the survivors too, so. Run, Russell, run! Maybe he can see me. Go hide over here. And he's gonna break in eventually. I can just hope that Russell will come by and kill them, but I aggravated like the entire town, so. Won't let me unlock the door? Wait, I've trapped myself. Got me. The squishy noise. Russell. So glad that is you and not me. Though to be fair, I really. Or there's a survivor camp. Well, you seem to be the only one surviving, so. Let's see, now they finally. Oh, and now I'm hungry. And the hungrier I get, the more it's going to. Damn it. Sneak, sneak, sneak. They totally can't. Russell actually seems to be able to handle it. I'm glad you could make it alive. Yeah. I'll sing the praises of Russell. I have found with the mod, if I can get away from the survivors, they don't tend to get murdered as easily. Whereas if I were to hang out and the police station, there'd be something in here, right? If I hang out and like watch the survivors, they tend to die. And my game is lagging. Typically means that there's a lot of something. Samuel! Samuel! You come over here and help Russell. Russell. Samuel. Sharon! Samuel, join our group. Join our group and help keep Russell alive. Don't be an asshole. Okay. Yay. Let's see if we can't get Sharon. Sharon. All over. Are we? Yay! Now there's 3 of them keeping me alive. I still haven't found... What's in here? No, that's the dead body. I don't... Pistol and a screwdriver. Can I use a screwdriver? Shotgun and a pistol. Best not to use it. Oh no! Oh, the prison. Here you go. There you are. See, there's the guards and the prisoners. Woo! I like Russell's just calmly walking away. I'm kind of impressed I'm alive. Not gonna lie. So is this... If that was the prison, what's this? I don't think I've ever discovered the prison before. Oh, you can't climb the barbed wire fence. They get in there. That's the survivors that we just... I don't want to die either, Samuel. You're supposed to kill them, not run them towards me. There are no, like, even blunt weapons. I guess I need to find a stick. Let me see if I can... Russell, you are my BFF. Aaron, I completely understand. Alright, look, the Survivors mod might be a little bit cheating, just because the zombies all seem to be way more concerned about the survivors than me. You guys can't hear the heart beating noise then. Hoping I could get into the trunk and that somebody would have something in the trunk that was like weapon. Maybe if I could get to the screwdrivers. I don't screwdrivers. Alright guys, hate to do this to you, but we're gonna have to go back into this. Oh, I'm anxious. Interesting. That I could not tell you why I might be anxious about anything. And she check it. Nope. That must be a lawyer. Dead lawyer. That's funny actually. No, don't run into them. I remember I unlocked it. Did I find it? As soon as I find a weapon and start fighting back, that's when I'm going. Let's sling? Sling? You know, the police around here are known for using slings. No, 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 no. Noise. I know this is all. But as you can see, without the survivor mod, this is what the game is like. And again, it's a small miracle I'm still alive, so I would not be alive if I didn't have that survivor mod. And I honestly don't think I would be alive if I didn't have if I hadn't picked fitness instructor. They all out. Maybe I can find something. Hey, I didn't tear my hands up. Yay. Cool. Buttons. Aaron, where'd you get your stick from? I need a stick. Also need to eat this pea. Oh. He had a holster. Get him, Sharon. Oh, shoot. No, why did you run into the room? Oh, no. Sorry. All right, well, there we go. How did I survive for 7 hours? And Sharon, being the smart one, locked the door. Why are you still here, Sharon? Run away. Run, Sharon, run. No, Sharon, no. Look, there I am. Where am I? There I am. I'm a zombie now. Now we're going to go try to eat Sharon. Run, Sharon! I am. I'm part of the horde. We hunger for human flesh. All right. I know, right? Hellfire was running for like 6 hours and 45 minutes at that time. Apparently it pays to be a fitness instructor. But Russell survived. That's the important thing to take away from this. So there you have it. All right, so that's Project Zomboid on like a vanilla setting with the singular mod of the survivors, which I'm kind of glad I did that only because it allowed me to show you the game a little bit more. Otherwise, I probably would have been dead as soon as I left that house. So the game has a sandbox setting though, so you can pretty much set it to do almost anything you want it to do. There's a ton of different options, and whatever the sandbox won't let you do, there's mods that'll let you do that. Also, the mods have all kinds of like new vehicles and weapons and things, and these are all things that have been created by the player base. And I think as the devs continue to develop the game, they add some of that stuff in if it's real popular. So, and yes, you can play a multiplayer game. You can either join a server or you can host a server. I think Workshop, I don't know exactly what Workshop does. I'm assuming it's where you would develop things that you would share with other players. Kind of a doodad. There, so you could see him eating. So. No, wait, no, I didn't want to go back. I'm dead. There's nothing to load. Anyway, I can go back and hit load, and as long as I'm not dead, it'll let me load the game that I was playing. And if you go into load, it'll show you what save you died on. It'll have a little skull next to it, so it'll probably take me back. Yeah, so I can create a new character and go back into that world. So what it'll do at that point is, let's say Charlotte survived for a day. So instead of being April 1st, it was now April 2nd. If I created a new character, which is what I would have to do because Charlotte's permadeath, I mean, I can rename her Charlotte and all that good stuff, and I can make it look exactly like her, but it won't have any of her skills. Yeah, that's... But... Where was I going with this? Oh, but it's permadeath. Anyway, so if I were to create a new character and take it into this one where I've died, it'll start me off on April 2nd as a new person, right? Now, if Russell and Sharon and I forget the other guy's name, if they don't get overwhelmed and killed by all of the zombies there at the prison, then I could go in as a new character and be like, hey, can I join your group or will you join my group? You know, I can I can refollow all of them, but they don't recognize me as being the leader of the group anymore. So I'd have to reestablish that. Not like it's difficult, but... Oh, it did crash. That's interesting. I wondered about that. I had a game that I just could not get to work. Because I tried doing the archaeology thing. This is... I think this is the original one that I tried to do the archaeology thing. And it just would not work. And it kept crashing. How am I not dead? That's the... But anyway. So this is the one we'll go back to next time I play. This one, you can see that she has like nothing. She's just standing there in her underwear. This is one of the ones where it put me in the game, and then I was surrounded by zombies immediately.
rid of you. I guess we can get rid of the crash one too. But anyway, I think it's a really cool game. You need a plank of wood and choose and fit this. Yeah, right? Rule 1, cardio. You can put nails into a plank of wood and it does like twice as much damage as the plank of wood. So you can use pretty much anything as a weapon. I could have picked up the screwdrivers and used them as weapons, but it would have. I wanted something with a little bit more like range. We don't need the demo game. Demo game. But anyway, so I don't know. We'll see how well this works and how far I get into the survey. I might put together a like an open server for people. Well, for you guys to play if you think you might be interested in something like that. I think you do have to buy the Project Zombie game. I don't feel like it was very much. I feel like it was like less. It was $20 or less, and it's almost there's always sales going on Steam. So if you wanted to, if it's something you were interested in, it's an idea I would entertain, and then we could all play together. But yeah, and there's all kinds of really interesting gameplay on YouTube of people. There's like one guy who invited 100 people onto a server, and I'm sure he's not the only one doing it. It's just the only one I saw. But he invited them in, and the plan was to have them all work together to rebuild. Like the goal was to rebuild in the zombie apocalypse. And I'm sure he adjusted the server for a bunch of stuff to make things interesting for them. But and then there's another guy who I'm watching right now. He doesn't have a ton of followers, but he's trying to survive for 1,000 days with one guy without dying. And he's on day 225, I want to say. So he's got a lot of really cool mods on his too, but delete anything. But that is Project Zomboid. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Power Wash Simulator. All right. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be continuing to do stuff with my archaeology crew doing survey. I don't know how much of it I'll live stream, but I mean, I'm going to record it anyway. Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I don't know if you've made it this far, all 5 of you, go ahead and put a fitness instructor emoji or a running person emoji down in the comments section. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see everybody in the next one. Bye! Once I figure out how